Okay, nearly finished. So let's recap what we discussed today and point you in the direction of more information. Students may have multiple WBLR records submitted for them, and the WBLR file has conditional field validations that we looked at some of them based on the WBLR type codes. And lastly, the WBLR data for students with disabilities must be imported from the special education system into the CIS for upload into CalPAS if it doesn't exist in your CIS. So that's an internal discussion you should have to make sure that all these different fields are available in your student information system and they're populated correctly. Now, this chart was developed by the Career Technical Education Leadership Office. These proposed work-based learning, college, and career indicators, or CCIs, would be applicable to all students, not just CTE students. You can expect that this chart will continue to be built out and quantified. As you know, these recommendations have already been incorporated into CalPAS, at least in part, as that is the basis of today's training. And the link to the original presentation where this chart came from is in the notes of this section in case you're interested in learning more about those. On this slide, we actually give you some important links. So these are the CalPAS resources. And the first link that you see here is a link for the bridge. This is the learning management system that we host here at CSIS. And this is where you can find all the self-paced trainings and related documents such as PowerPoints and whatnot for these different trainings. You have to have an account for the bridge. Your CalPAS admin most likely has that account. If you do not have an account, not to worry. We post the self-paced trainings on the public YouTube channel as well. This is the CSIS CalPAS training channel. So you can access it from there as well. And we are recording this training, so hopefully we will clean it up a little bit over the next week or two, but we will post it both in Bridge and the YouTube channel. So keep an eye on that. And if you want to subscribe to the YouTube channel, you'll be notified when we upload the training there.
Right, and just to be clear, those of you that are CalPAS administrators, most of you have Bridge accounts, right. But most of those of you in the CTEs, on the CTE side, will have to access the YouTube channel. And that is a public-facing site, and you can access this training once it is published there.
All right, so there's a references page in the CalPAS user manual, and you do not need to have an account. This is a public website. If you go to this URL here, you will have links to all the references, all these documents that we referenced during this training. And this is another important link. This is the page that I was showing you earlier. If you want to download the CFS or the code sets document, valid code combinations document, all of that can be downloaded from this URL. And this is the resources page on the CSIS website where you can download the PowerPoint presentation. Okay. And these are specific work-based learning resources. And someone was mentioning in the Q&A that the links are not working. There's a little trick. You have to run the PowerPoint in slideshow in order to be able to click on these links. And then it will open the links for you in a browser. Okay, so that's a little trick. So hopefully everyone will be able to review some of these documents. Some may already be familiar with some of these links that are posted here. Okay. Here are the ways that we can be contacted for support. Keep in mind that the fastest and most direct method is the web form listed on the top of this slide. So this is the most efficient way to get a hold of us. If you have any technical questions or any even data population questions and whatnot, you may also email us or call in and leave a voicemail. Just keep in mind, it takes a little bit longer to transcribe the content into a ticket and assign it to someone. And then we have two listserv links. The first one is the CSIS listserv. This is where CalPAS admins, they usually communicate amongst each other. They help each other. They share information about their student information system and whatnot. So it's a really fun listserv to be on. And then there is the CalPAS listserv, the CD CalPAS listserv. And this is a one-way listserv where important communication from the CalPAS team goes out to the field, such as flashes that contain important information. So you definitely want to subscribe to this listserv as well. And that brings us to an end. So we do appreciate your feedback, and we would love to hear from you and hear how we did on this training. This was brand new for us all. We will try to improve this as we move forward for end of year training. So any feedback you have for us, we would greatly appreciate it, and we welcome it. And lastly, we have our thank you slide. So I want to personally thank everyone for attending this morning's training. Please don't go anywhere. We still have more questions that we will answer for you, but thank you for your participation, for asking very good questions. And thank you for allowing us to share with you today. But most of all, thank you for your tireless hard work and dedication, especially this year with everything that's going on with COVID and whatnot. So you guys just hang in there. The holidays are coming up, and hopefully things will get better next year. So I think that's all I had to say. Brandy, I'm going to pass it on to you.
Okay, yeah. So Slide, would you do me a favor, and would you navigate and show them exactly how to find the code set documents? Once again, we're getting lots of requests for that. So, and some folks are saying the links are actually broken in the PowerPoint, but he's going to show you how to get there. So, you know, CDE website.
Yeah, so this is CDE's website, and this link is actually on the resources slide, for slide 45. You can just copy and paste it, or if you go on CDE's website, just type in CalPAS system documentation, and it will bring you to this page. And if you go in the bottom here under system documentation, this is where you can click on each of these documents, and it should allow you to save it locally for you to review.
And so we have a question about, can you provide more clarification on what documentation for hours, et cetera, we can use? Can we use the work experience education process and documents? So I think, and Michelle, correct me if I'm wrong, but whatever local processes you have in place currently, as long as they meet the requirements of what we're asking you to populate in the work-based learning template, you certainly can employ those local processes that you have now, right? We just want to make sure that you're collecting everything you need. But just remember, it's not only for work experience education. It would have to be extended to all of the other types of work-based learning programs that you're running as well.
Exactly. And then Brandy, I have another meeting to get to. I apologize, but if there's any questions, feel free to send them to me and I'll be happy to answer. Okay.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thanks, Michelle. Appreciate it. Let's see. Will there be other webinars that will provide examples of how to enter data based on the SIS system, or even just pre-recorded videos that help site make sure they enter everything correctly? So with respect, everybody knows that we have about a gajillion or so student information system vendors in the state of California. So with respect to exactly how this gets populated in your unique student information system, that is something that your SIS vendor is going to have to show you specifically how to do. It's not clear to me whether your vendors, and I saw Jan Tokarczuk from Aries is online. So those of you that use Aries, Jan, do you know if Aries has implemented these work-based learning fields in Aries already for them to populate? I'm just asking her to comment if you're listening, Jan from Aries. So you might want to check with your student information system vendors to ensure that they've got these things populated or these components added to your student information system. But more importantly, they should all have like little wikis or tutorials to show you exactly how you populate those things.
And Brandy, we did have 7 of these fields already expected in the SCNR file. So we would hope vendors have at least minimally those, and that, you know, they've done training on that. It's the new stuff that you probably need guidance on.
Right, exactly. So Jan says, yes, we've updated the internships page in Aries. Okay, so the internships page covers all of these if you're an Aries user. So Jan's other comment is, I thought I saw a comment that service learning can be reported under work-based learning. What type would that be? Jenny, are you aware? Service learning?
I'm going to be honest, I will have to follow up with that question.
Okay. Sorry, Jan, that you couldn't unmute yourself, but I did see your comment. And then Kay Peterson is saying that Power School, for those of you that are Power School users, has all of this in their future efforts, has this in on their future efforts. So apparently it's not in Power School yet. So again, check with your student information system vendor. If you're not aware that these components have been added, talk to your vendor about when they will be implementing them. I think one of the reasons that some of your student information system vendors may not have implemented this yet is because we actually don't start collecting this until May, except that the expectation is that you're going to be tracking this all year long. So you may want to ping them and ask them if it's available. It looks like for those of you that use the Q student information system, it's already built into Q. So again, it's not implemented yet in Power School. I would talk to Power School to see when they plan to actually implement it. Will you have a shortened version of this training available for CTE teachers, CPA coordinators? Again, we are going to be posting this webinar. So the good thing about this webinar is that you could, because you've participated, Amy, you could show them the sections that are relevant to them. It's not clear to me that we'll be doing another training that's sort of solely focused only on CTE coordinators and teachers at this time. Does Synergy have these? I do not know, Anna, and Infinite Campus, that I'm not sure whether or not they've implemented those. So you'll have to contact your student information system directly. So I know that we've got a lot of open questions. So what I would ask, now that we've kind of reached the end of things, is that if you did not receive clarification on your question, and Sly, if you could bring up the last slide, your help slide. So if you have specific questions on any of the content here, there is an email address that you should use. It's calpadsupport@cde.ca.gov. And if it's a question that needs to be directed to either Jenny Singh or Michelle McIntosh in the Career Technical Education Office, we will facilitate in getting those questions answered for you. But submit any of your questions there if you're having trouble deciphering which bucket to count students in. And it looks like a lot of you are. And a lot of your questions are probably going to generate discussions within the accountability and CTE offices. So we will try and get back to you with guidance. And then our other objective with all of these questions and answers is to formulate a frequently asked questions document, which I'm getting really good at, by the way, right, Martha?
Yay. Yes, you are. Yay! Love the FAQs.
So keep the questions coming, because they let us know exactly what you guys need clarification on. So what is meant by LEA name? LEA is local educational agency name. So it's your district name, basically. So I have a question from an Illuminate user. So it's unlikely to be collected in Illuminate, which we were, so what are our options? When's the batch template going to be available, Martha?
I don't know if it's ready now. Usually when we put it inside of production, that's when the template becomes available, but we can check on that. So that batch template, I don't think is available because we have to implement the validation rules, and the validation rules haven't yet been finalized. So you could probably expect the batch template. And what that is, it's a spreadsheet, and each column represents a field, and each row represents a student. And so you have the ability to key in a student's record inside of this batch template, and then you know, if you have 10 students, you would have 10 rows, and it would have the information, and it can get sent up to CalPads that way. You don't have to have it extracted from the SIS necessarily. I'm sorry, I don't think we have it ready yet, partly because of the IVRs, the input validation rules haven't been established. So it's likely early spring next year.
Okay, folks. Well, thank you so much for all of your participation. We know that a lot of you took time out of your holiday week to to participate, and we really, really appreciate it. So if you registered for the webinar, you will get notification when the webinar has been posted, and we will also try and send it out via our respective listservs so your colleagues can peruse the recording once it's posted. Now, I wish all of you a very, very happy Thanksgiving, because we can all find at least something to be thankful for in this crazy, crazy year. I know personally, I am really thankful for all the amazing people that I work with, and particularly for all of the great work that you guys continue to do for California's kids. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, because I actually have one of those California public school kids. So I appreciate it. And thanks, Sly. Great job for helping coordinate and put this together. Marshall and Martha, Jenny, thank you so much for participating today. And again, happy holidays, everybody.
Thanks, folks.